You won't believe this, but Meghan Markle has been caught so many times on camera being downright rude. Seriously, wait till you hear number 9 because that one, oh, it'll leave you absolutely speechless. Let's rewind to 2019 during Meghan's visit to South Africa. She attended an HIV support group where a woman was sharing the most heartbreaking story. You know, the kind that moves everyone in the room. The woman talked about being forced into an arranged marriage as a teen, discovering she was HIV positive during her pregnancy, giving birth to a healthy baby, and then losing that child later. You could feel the pain in her words. But Meghan? She didn't seem to care. Right in the middle of that woman's emotional moment, Meghan interrupts her, just cuts her off like what she was saying didn't even matter. And then, oh, this part hurts. Meghan suddenly tells everyone to sit on the floor for a photo. No empathy, no patience, just a quick, oh, I'm so sorry. And boom, her focus shifts straight to posing for pictures. And get this, it didn't stop there. Meghan donated secondhand clothes for the event, but they were literally stuffed into garbage bags. She didn't even hug the woman or show an ounce of warmth before walking out.
But at any rate, there's all sorts of things there that I thought it's so important to be able to share what's work for our family and show that we're all in this together.
Everything felt so staged, like she was just there for the photo op, not because she cared. Now, let's talk about that awkward moment at a Canucks hockey game on Autism Acceptance Night. Picture this, an autistic singer, Mariah Wright-Meyer, performing Canada's national anthem. Everyone's emotional, standing proud, and there's Meghan, smiling and smirking, caught on camera laughing while Prince Harry stands beside her looking serious. Can you imagine? It looked completely tone-deaf, like she just didn't get how disrespectful that was. Honestly, people started saying right then that Meghan doesn't know when to stop performing. And oh, Paris Fashion Week, what a scene! During the show, a model stumbled on the runway. Instead of showing concern, Meghan giggled. She even turned to the man next to her, waiting for him to laugh too. But when he didn't, her smile vanished in a heartbeat. That look of irritation? Priceless. Like she couldn't believe he wasn't in on her little joke. Another classic Meghan moment. Her Hollywood charm falling flat in real life. Then there was Wimbledon, when Meghan showed up to support Serena Williams. You'd think she'd just enjoy the game, right? Nope. Reports say she demanded that the seats around her stay empty. Yes, a no-photo zone in a public arena. Fans who'd queued for hours were turned away, and one poor man got scolded by security for taking what Meghan thought was her photo. Except he wasn't. He was just taking a selfie. I mean, talk about entitlement. Oh, and remember the Royal Salute Polo Challenge? Harry's team had just won and everyone was celebrating. But Meghan, oh no, she had to steal the show. She was caught on camera telling Dr. Sophie Chandala, the charity chairwoman, to move out of the way, just so Meghan could stand front and center in the trophy photo. It wasn't about the charity anymore, or even Harry's win. Nope. Meghan had to make sure the spotlight was all hers, like always. Then came the Invictus Games, supposed to be a solemn, respectful event honoring injured veterans. But Meghan, she walked ahead of them, smiling, laughing, waving to cameras as if it were a red carpet premiere. Everyone else stood serious and respectful, but she couldn't help herself. It was just wrong. The cameras caught her completely out of touch, forgetting she was there to honor heroes, not promote herself. And oh boy, the moment with her mom, this one's unforgettable. Meghan was mid-speech at an event when her mother joined in unexpectedly. Instantly, Meghan's face changed. That sharp head turn, the wide eyes, the frozen half smile. It screamed, "Did you seriously just interrupt me?" The tension in that moment was unreal. Meghan looked furious but tried to hide it, barely managing to collect herself afterward. You could practically feel the frost between them. Sharing the spotlight clearly isn't her favorite thing, not even with her own mom. So, let's talk about that royal event back in 2019. Meghan standing there surrounded by children, sweet, innocent little ones, and her face says everything. Her jaw is tight, her eyes narrow, and she looks completely uninterested. And you know what? This isn't a one-off moment. This has happened before. Remember her visit to Rwanda in 2016? The photos say it all. The way she stared at those kids, cold, distant, impatient. It's like they were a distraction instead of the focus. For someone who constantly paints herself as a devoted mother and a humanitarian, her body language screams something totally different. The children deserved warmth, but all they got was a forced smile and restless energy, as if she couldn't wait to move on. Then came that moment at the Invictus Games again. Oh, this one had people talking worldwide. Meghan walked straight up to the husband of the Colombian vice president, all smiles and charm, and started rubbing his back while chatting way too closely. It was awkward. The vice president turned around suddenly, catching Meghan mid-flirt, and for a second it looked like things were about to blow up. Thankfully, Harry jumped in fast, sliding between them like, okay, enough. You could see it on his face. He knew how bad that looked. Imagine nearly causing a diplomatic scandal just because you can't turn off the charm.
Really awkward encounter after she tried to join her husband and his polo teammates on stage after a match last week. Now, it's just so cringeworthy. I don't know why she's up there, for one.
Seriously, it wasn't support, it was spotlight grabbing. Every time someone else shines, Meghan finds a way to make it about her. Then there's the behind-the-scenes clip from her Netflix documentary with Harry. Meghan's chatting with her friend Mindy Kaling, and Mindy makes this casual remark about her name. Suddenly, Meghan snaps, correcting her sharply about her legal name change.
Anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now. You have kids, and you go, no, I share my name with my children.
Yes.
And that feels so, I didn't know how meaningful it would be to me, but it just means so much to go, this is our family name.
You could feel the tension. Her tone wasn't playful. It was defensive, icy even. Poor Mindy just smiled awkwardly, like she was scared to say another word. It's as if everyone around Meghan has to tiptoe, afraid one wrong word will set her off. And oh, that moment overlapping with the Mothers to Mothers event. This one's infamous. Meghan insisted that all the women sit on the floor for a group photo. But here's the catch. In some African communities, sitting on the floor is a sign of mourning. Many of the women were wearing dresses, clearly uncomfortable, but Meghan, she didn't notice or didn't care. She was laser focused on getting the perfect shot, directing people like a bossy photographer instead of connecting with them like equals.
What's so nice is to be able to share some of the things that we have done at home as well. So, we can obviously make sure
You could see the unease on their faces. It was supposed to be about solidarity and compassion, but it turned into a staged moment that felt, well, awkward and forced. And now, the Hamilton charity event at the Victoria Palace Theatre in London 2018. This one is classic Meghan. Cameras everywhere, people gathered around, and what does she do? Elbows a man out of the way to move front and center. It was quick, but not quick enough to escape the lens. The man looked startled like, did that really just happen? But Meghan didn't miss a beat. She made sure she was perfectly framed for the photo. Royal protocol? Out the window. Manners? Non-existent. So tell me, which one of these moments shocked you the most? Was it the snub in South Africa, the eye roll at the royal garden party, or maybe that cringeworthy flirting moment at the Invictus Games? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I need to know what you think. And don't forget, hit that like button, share the tea, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping royal gossip. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that with Meghan Markle, the drama never really ends.